na Lucifer first son. But how about our highest ranking police officer? In this series by Mr. Aloy, another was mistake in marriage, dangerous signs, where we they ignore. Can you remember the highest ranking police officer in this series? Another was mistake in marriage by Mr. Aloy. Dangerous signs that we ignore. Make I remind you, DPO. Is it a divisional police officer? Being a divisional fraudulent officer. Hey. Can you imagine, my Flicks to Click fans? Discharged and dismissed without proper investigation. See as how Kisito was just discharged and dismissed without proper investigation after Flora filed her case against Kisito. Hey, Oga Police, oh. Oga Police, just bear it at the back of your head that the woman's advocate, Flora, she had it in for you. She was definitely coming back for you. Yes. Because Flora, she would have petitioned this divisional fraudulent officer called DPO. Because Flora na better original activist. Because, my Flicks to Click fans, DPO no get right to dismiss a case where lawyer they interested in. It's not possible. See the very, very unprofessional DPO. Instead of this DPO, instead of investigating the matter that was brought to him at hand, he was just there taking sides with the accused, the madman Kisito. Unfortunately, my Flicks to Click fans, this scenario is common everywhere in Nigeria. Yes, this is what is happening now in our police force system. You will take case to police instead of them to see to the end of this case. This police force will turn against you. My Flicks to Click fans, like Angel said, little drops of water in a bucket, in a consistent manner, it can break any stone. Flora, I believe that you are going to do it, and you surely did it. You helped Angel in this case of gender-based violence. But Mr. Aloy, you know, say some of us could talk, say, this your storyline. It is ridiculous. Because as you can't show Mr. Aloy, Mr. Aloy is going to show Kisito and him mama, where they get away with every sort of crime where they can't commit for this another was mistake in marriage. Dangerous signs that we they ignore, you go come talk, say, Haba, Mr. Aloy, Haba. Because Mr. Aloy, couldn't you show that at least Kisito suffered small? Couldn't you show that at least Kisito was getting some penalty for some of those terrible crimes that him and his mother committed in this your series? Hey, Joy Alagba for comment section, come talk, say, where is Clara? Joy Alagba, I can't talk her yesterday for comment section. When somebody can't talk, say, where Clara dey? Clara can't disappear, and now because Mr. Aloy can't talk, say, Clara no dey available to shoot. Clara no dey available to shoot. In can't talk, say, some of the actors for another was mistake in marriage can't disappear before the series can't finish. Now so Clara can't come out for the story, for the matter. They don't even face her again for that story. My Flicks to Click fans, make her they continue. Make her they continue. Because As Mr. Aloy come dey allow Kisito and im mama come dey commit all sorts of atrocities for the rape, the gang rape of Oma, for the attempted murder of Jeff, for the brutality, beating and wahala wey Angel come suffer. Mr. Aloy not get allow Kisito to get some kind of penalty for some of these crimes. I pray that now as they come arrest Mommy Kisito Uchechi, she go suffer some of those penalties there. She suffer small before she come rot in jail finish. Because as this DPO, Divisional Police Officer, the highest ranking officer in this Mr. Aloy series, na Divisional Fraudulent Officer, DFO. Kisito and mama, nonsense. Because as these people come, they carry out all sorts of nefarious activities, I beg. It can't they show us, say, sometimes, my Flicks to Click fans, sometimes, plenty times, this drama can't they show us that money talks and bullshitters walk. Yes. See as how Divisional Police Officer, a Divisional Fraudulent Officer, DPO, or being a DFO, come prove that one. If to say in no pie, I go think say this DFO, a DPO, in go lose his job for the atrocities where he can't carry out. As he can't they aid and abet Kisito and his mama for the terrible, terrible crimes where they can't commit. Can't they hide murder as police officer? So why you can't even go school, go study? Why you can't go police college, go learn to be a police officer? Go rise up in the ranks if you are going to be so corrupt. My Flicks to Click fans, I beg, help me answer this one. Laura Stephen for comment section come talk say, is this the end of the story? Now the end of the series, so my Flicks to Click fans, Laura Stephen, but no be the end of the critical pigeon analysis, because plenty lessons dey for us to learn from this Mr. Aloy series. Another was mistake in marriage, dangerous signs so we can't dey ignore. Yes, so make we dey analyze them little by little, make we dey enjoy and learn some lessons where we fit teach our younger ones and the people in the society. After all of us can help humanity in the best way possible. Because this drama, it can't dey show me how evil is controlling this world. Yes. How about Bolaji? As for Bolaji, the wicked demon incarnate, Bolaji got what he deserves. Those that dig a pit shall fall deep into that pit. As we can't think say injustice for this Mr. Aloy series, another was mistake in marriage, dangerous signs that we ignore. As we can't think say the injustice had been going on for too long. At the same time, just know that Mr. Aloy is just trying to portray to us what goes on in the society and to teach us that we don't have to be in abusive relationships. Yes. My Flicks to Click fans, do you have to be in an abusive relationship? Even for the sake of your children? It is not worth it. But for how long did Kisito and his mama get away with their crimes? Now so, it be for real life. My Flicks to Click fans, is it after everybody in your life has suffered, including you, that maybe one day, Steph, you go by as you can't stay inside an abusive relationship? And in fact, by the time justice comes to you, if you continue to stay in an abusive relationship, it will be too late for you, because maybe you have suffered enough mental torture and you will not go back to the same person you were before the abuse. Laura Stephen can talk say, I enjoy the story. Yes, Laura Stephen. All of us can enjoy this story by Mr. Aloy. Another was mistake in marriage. Dangerous signs that we ignore. That is why we're doing this critical pigeon analysis of all the concepts that Mr. Aloy explored in this wonderful drama series. Because as much as I like what Mr. Aloy and his crew have done for this series, all of us should remember that we should not let wickedness go on for so long to another human being before we try to help them. We understand, Mr. Aloy, that this one now only series, but this is how things work in some of our developing countries. Yes, bad things then. Corrupt system, injustice, evil prevails throughout our community. Sometimes all those evil people then, they are only caught after they have committed all sorts of evil, terrible acts. And even when these people are arrested, do you ever see them in court? How much time do they even get in prison? Do they really go to prison? Please. We know that the justice system is far from perfect. And we must show some of these bad parts of our country because we need to be educated as to how bad things can go. And why was Uchechi, Mommy Kisito, so interested in the grandchild that Angel, her daughter-in-law, was carrying in her belly? Why was Uchechi not chasing Clara to have her own child? Why is she only caring about the child, her grandchild, from her son, Kisito? What is the big deal? Is it because Uchechi knew that her son was not okay and she was hoping that, okay, maybe the grandchildren will be normal? I've been waiting. Doesn't make sense. All of us, let us not forget that there is a God. God will pull you down one day after all your wickedness and evil acts if you do not repent. DPO, if you had not died, somebody would have judged your case and you'd have been put behind bars. All that money, DPO, that was dashed to you, that was given to you as bribe by Kisito and Mama Uchechi, you have disgraced the Nigerian police force. You just see red and you call it black. Is it fair, DPO? Is it fair? My Flicks to Click fans, make I ask you one question. Me, I be woman. Is this how society views us? Is this how society views us? In this movie, look at how women were being disgraced, tortured, humiliated anyhow, from Oma to Angel, to even, Benita. My Flicks to Click fans. Are we not tired of this kind of nonsense happening in our society? How long will the devil continue to be permeating in our environment? Are we waiting for the devil to wipe away all our communities? Look at how helpless women were made helpless, all because of two wicked human beings. As we can't tire when we watch this Mr. Aloy series, we were so annoyed as Angel's justice was being dumped. But as Flora was there, my Flicks to Click fans, some people go come talk say, why didn't Flora and Angel's family contribute money to bribe the judges and the police too to be on their side? My Flicks to Click fans, good is good no matter how you are practicing it, and bad is bad no matter how you're practicing it. No matter how good you are, the day that you practice evil, you have also become evil. So try and do the good thing always. Do you remember when Omar was saying that, they are good people, and that if they continue to do good things, that it will allow the bad people to continue to be getting away with it? We have to be very, very, very smart, my Flicks to Click fans. Think of very smart and good ways that God will be happy with us in solving our problems. Because Ha! Mr. Aloy, as Mr. Aloy come to show us corruption, abusers, evildoers, eh? It was as if Mr. Aloy was glorifying these people until the very end when they were caught and disgraced. So we have to realize that we need realistic content, and healthy relationships at the same time also need to be showcased. Yes, healthy relationships like the relationship between Kelly and Oma, because Oma was much older than Kelly. Kelly also didn't see Oma as somebody older. He loved her because of her character. And that is a healthy relationship. That is a healthy relationship, not based on, money, beauty, fame, desire. Oh, my Flicks to Click fans. That is a healthy relationship. Thank you to Mr. Aloy for showcasing us this kind of relationship. But some of our domestic violence survivors, those that have watched this series by Mr. Aloy, I know that all those episodes that Mr. Aloy was showcasing, violence must have been so maddening, must have been so traumatizing, must have been so disturbing, must have been so maybe unnecessary to watch by victims of gender-based violence. Because sometimes when people will ask, how many times are people going to be hurt before justice is served? After watching 1, 2, 3, 4 countless episodes of terrible things happening to good human beings. Because these prolonged abusive episodes, they are some of the reasons why, sometimes in real life, these abusers, should I say the abused, they do not leave those people that are abusing them because they have become hopeless. And they'll continue to fear that wicked abuser. They'll continue to fear that people will continue to, ostracize them, leave them, and not interact with them just because of their terrible past, which was not because of their own fault. My Flicks to Click fans, we should exercise more goodness to all of humanity and bring awareness if we find out that some people are suffering in silence. Let us give them more hope. Kisito is the product of a bad mother. Yes. But do you know that, my Flicks to Click fans, Kisito mama was more of a devil than him? Thank God that this mental case called Kisito is finally dead, because Uchechi groomed Kisito to become a mental case. He was the worst man among humans. This kind of story, to some people, they will feel as if this story is giving, it's encouraging. It's encouraging. It's encouraging. Some people will feel that this story is encouraging some men to be abusive in their relationships. But is that so, my Flicks to Click fans? No, it is not so. It is not so. It is not so. Not at all. Not at all. Because it is not okay to continue to treat women like their property. It is not. I mean, what kind of DPO was that? A DPO that was covering crime? Is he not the one that is supposed to deal with the crime? What is your job as a DPO? You should take care of the crimes and not cover up the crimes. God. It was only God that intervened. This abuse of wife, it comes in different ways. Different ways. Some can even sexually abuse their wives. These kinds of people are supposed to be in jail. They are supposed to rot in jail forever. Arrest them and throw away the key. Some of the abusers even planned to commit a murder bath. These kinds of people should be put down immediately, as far as I'm concerned. But we should continue to pray that God will take care of us and not put us in these kinds of shoes of gender-based violence. A police officer should take care of people, look out for people, not to cover up crimes. So it is the aim of going to police college if you cannot, protect people. That DPO, oh, my Flix to Click fans, he was so unprofessional and unfit for the job of a DPO, Abina DFO, Divisional Fraudulent Officer. Thank God that Flora dealt with him. But my Flix to Click fans, another angle that I'm going to ask you, I'm going to wonder about, my Flix to Click fans, is why were there no recordings? Why were there no recordings in this another worst mistake in marriage? Dangerous signs that we they ignore. Was it not sheer stupidity? No hidden camera, Angel. That's what they do. No hidden camera to record all the times that you were being abused by Kisito, your husband. So how will people now believe that he was the one that inflicted those injuries on you? Is it just by word of mouth? No evidence, no hidden camera. Even the conversations, no audio conversation was recorded. See, as everybody can they talk joy for this movie. Nobody can record them. Now Mr. Aloy can't talk he can't talk say, without evidence, you are finished. You are finished. That is why everybody suffered in this movie. That's why everybody suffered in this movie. Because these victims, you would have expected that Flora, Steph, who was trying to catch Kisito at his own game, him and Mommy Kisito, I would have expected that Flora would have been recording all the conversations that she had with Kisito and Mommy Kisito, because she needed to prove them guilty of murder and put them behind bars. As for Angel, what will I say about Angel? Joy Alagwa, I can't talk so you enjoy the story. Yes, so we're all enjoying it. That is why we are doing critical live pigeon analysis of this another worst mistake in marriage. Dangerous sign that we ignore by Mr. Aloy. Joy Alagba, make I come ask you one question. Was Angel, did she make a mistake in going back to her house after she was released from the hospital following the time when Kisito almost drowned her in her bath? Did Angel make a bad mistake by going back to the house? Yes, Angel made a bad mistake by going back to Kisito's house. Yes, she made a big mistake. Why did she make a big mistake? Netflix to Click fans. This is how many abused women have lost their lives foolishly by returning to the abusers over and over and over again. Did they need any evidence from their abusers? Why did they go back? Why? Kisito, that has continued to make his confession since to different people, safe. Was there any need to go back if you are recording all those conversations, Angel? All these ladies in this another worst mistake in marriage, dangerous as we they ignore. We can they gist with Uchechi, we can they gist with Kisito, as they can they, yes, admit all their crimes. And nobody thought of recording it. Now, wow. Now only joy, the thing they do. Now, wow. See, as confession was being made, left, right, and center. With Kisito's mom, with Kisito. There was enough evidence to nail Kisito and his mother. But all those conversations were not recorded. Angel, sometimes it would seem as if she was some steps ahead of Kisito, but then she took a mouth, voicing out all her plans and her acts. Thereby, she made Kisito and Mommy Kisito very proactive. They were always 10 steps ahead of her and her family. Poor Mommy Angel, Teresa, we come by. Courtesy, of course, Uchechi. Hmm? Why did Angel go back to that house? Hmm? Is it that Kisito bewitched her? I've been awaiting. Now love potion, I've been awaiting. Eh? Because no normal person in their right senses will go back to a house like that when you know that your life and your family's life is in danger. Hmm? As human beings, we must remember that we must be very, very smart and protect ourselves, our minds, our bodies, our souls from physical abuse, disrespect, from mad people like Kisito. Hmm? The best thing that Angel could have done in that house, Kisito house, was to get a smart camera placed in a hidden area of the room so that all that evidence of how Kisito was maltreating her will be there. Hmm? Angel survived being drowned, but she went back home thinking she could fight. See as how not long after, Angel was drugged and proved to be insane, proved to look like an insane woman in front of the police when they barged into Kisito's house. Hmm? Were they not 10 steps ahead of you, Angel? Eh? After recovering from drowning by your husband, you still went back to your husband's house. Hey, now so failure be that. Hmm? Because Angel was not smart enough to handle Kisito and his mother, Uchechi. Kisito was always outsmarting you, Angel. The best way was to fight Kisito from the outside, not by necessarily living in his house. Because see, Kisito and his mama, they no get any sense of reason. They only get sense of violation. What was your aim, Angel, in going back to the house? You went there because of your property, because of your money. Is it worth your life? Look at how Angel just went up there like a champion and she fell down like a bird that has lost its wings. She was now back to the slaughterhouse. Hey, now wow. What is the color? What is the color, Angel, of your problem? What did you want to do that you couldn't do outside of Kisito's house? Angel, I'm asking you. My flicks to click fast. How you can't take see this one? Tell me for comment section. Have you downloaded all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner? All the features of an abusive partner? If you know download them, I go put them in the link below the comment section. Download them and get all the signs and symptoms, features of an abusive partner. Help your friend, yourself, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Help one another, help humanity. Save somebody from abuse. I beg. My flicks to click fans. Click like. Watch the playlist here, and I'll see you again later. Bye.